Everybody, thank you once again for being on my channel. Today we're gonna do a super delicious recipe, and it's gonna be in English. So if you want to do it, if you want me to do it in Spanish, I'll do it in Spanish too. But today I'm gonna do it in English because we're doing a super delicious recipe. It's called Keto chocolate chips cookies. And for all the people that are in the keto journey, this is gonna be a life saving. So if you want to know how to make these keto cookies, stay tuned because I have a special guest that she's gonna be helping me making these recipes. So if you want to know more, keep watching and let's go make the recipe. Okay, well, let's have a round of applause to my mother-in-law. Okay, and she's been in the keto journey for almost what, a year
like
and a half?
14 months.
14 months. And can you tell us why you started doing keto? And
for my health, for the main reason was for my health. I've lost about 50 pounds. My blood pressure's better. My cholesterol's better. My joints are better.
yeah, well,
I just feel better all the way around, and the food is really good and easy to learn how to change the way you eat. Just it has to be a way of life.
yes.
And the food is wonderful.
Yeah, I know. Well, today because you know I have little kids and they're always asking for cookies, and cookies have a lot of sugar. And she told me she had a cookie recipe for keto, and I was like, well, let's do it because I wanna learn how to do it, and my kids, I know they love it. Okay. All right, and these are all the ingredients that we're gonna be using. I'm just gonna take a video, but I'm gonna put all the ingredients in the description box, what you're gonna use, and the measures, the instructions, and how to make these cookies. And all right, well, let's start making these delicious cookies.
First of all, you're going to put your oven on 350 to preheat, and you're going to prepare your pan with parchment paper for the cookies, or a cookie sheet, the baking cookie sheet that you have that's non-stick. Okay, and then we're going to take our stick of butter, softened. It has to be softened, not melted. And we put this in our bowl. And then we have to have 1/4 cup of coconut oil melted in the microwave.
How much did you put there in the microwave?
Maybe 30 seconds.
30 seconds, and you're gonna melt the coconut oil, right?
Wait, no. Yeah, maybe 15-30 seconds depending on your microwave. You don't want it real hot, you just want to melt it so it can go into the butter. Okay, let's see.
You're gonna give us a little dance, Granny?
It might not take, huh?
Do you wanna give us a little dance?
Oh.
While we're waiting for the coconut?
I don't know about that. Sandra is really good at dancing. I love her videos. I've enjoyed them very much.
Yeah, tell them to watch all my videos.
Yes, watch all her videos and share her videos.
Share and subscribe.
Sharing is caring. And subscribe, please. Because she's really good at teaching you how to cook and take care of your skin.
Yes, and exercise.
And your hair. Okay, now we're going to beat our butter and our coconut oil. We're going to beat the coconut oil and the butter in the mixer until it is softened. Then we're going to take our monkfruit and our egg and vanilla. You got to beat this till it's soft. Can you see it? You're going to beat it soft. And make sure your butter is soft. good. Now we're going to add our monk fruit, which we're using 2 types of sweeteners. It's going to be brown sugar swerve and Lakanto classic. And we're going to have 1 second. I gotta have this measuring spoon.
So, Granny, you said that these cookies are really like a really success every time you make it for the grandkids.
Oh yes, grandkids love it. They never last very long.
Oh. What about
They're good with the whipped cream, with keto whipped cream. They're good with keto ice cream, or they're good by themselves.
Yeah, and I bet you do a lot of favor to the parents because those cookies don't have a lot of sugar. So
Yes. No bad stuff. No bad stuff in it.
we don't have the kids jumping up and down every time they eat these cookies.
No. It makes me happy to see my grandkids and other little kids enjoy something sweet, but it doesn't affect them in a negative way.
So you put out 1/4 of
Yes,
brown.
1/4 cup of the brown swerve.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back here to recipe, and then it's 1/4 of the brown sweetener, and 1/3 cup of the Lakanto classic monk fruit. These are our natural sweeteners that we use in keto. And then our vanilla.
Does the vanilla has to be pure?
Yes, pure vanilla. It's a lot of vanillas have sugar in them. When you look at the ingredients, it should not have sugar in it.
Okay.
So just make sure there's no sugar and it's pure vanilla.
Okay.
And that we will be putting 1.5. Let's see. We'll be putting 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And we got that vanilla. And then we're going to combine that further. Go back to your blender and combine that. You have to chop up. The brown sugar swerve is just like brown sugar that you normally use. So it gets kind of soft and you gotta clumpy. Chunks of the brown sugar swerve. If it gets chunky like that, just take your spatula and break it up.
You're doing good, Granny.
Yes, thank you. I'm enjoying it. Some clumps in there. Coconut flour.
So we're gonna add
And the coconut flour is 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Okay. I'm going to add that. Dump it in there. Coconut flour is very drying. It dries up, so you always have to have a lot of liquid when you bake with coconut flour.
can you give us a tip about the coconut oil? Whenever you open it, we have to put it in the fridge, right?
Oh, the coconut flour. Yes.
Coconut flour.
Nut flours, almond flour, and coconut flour. Once you've opened it, you should refrigerate it, or you can put it in your freezer, because they can go rancid. Nut flours can, so they'll stay fresher in your refrigerator.
Okay.
Part done. our coconut flour.
Your
Oh,
almond?
wait a minute, egg. When did we put the egg? We need to add the egg to this batch.
Yes, let's put some eggs.
Yeah,
So it's only one egg, right?
one egg.
One
That's
egg.
good because a lot of keto recipes have a lot of eggs in them.
Yeah.
This one only calls for one.
One egg.
It's looking good. Looking like a cookie bag. All right, that looks good. All right, now we're going to put this almond flour comes from Sam's. You're gonna, if you are planning on cooking with a lot of almond flour, your best price is gonna be getting it at Sam's or at Costco. This is the best deal. And we're gonna need 2 cups of almond flour in another bowl, a separate bowl.
Okay, separate bowl.
Because you're gonna mix your salt. That was another thing we didn't put there in that picture, but we do have salt in our recipe too.
Okay.
Get it. You can use this salt or pink salt. These are the 2 kind of salts that are good for keto. A sea salt
And the
or
Himalayan?
Himalayan pink salt, either one. It's whatever you prefer. I can just
Today
get
we're
into
using the
this.
sea salt.
Well, I can just get into this easier.
Okay.
Okay, let me get.
How much are you gonna need?
I'm looking here.
Salt. Here's the almond flour that we already put in the separate bowl.
Yeah, salt is a half
Now
teaspoon.
I'm gonna put the salt.
Half teaspoon of salt. Which that's got a little liquid in it. Let me mark that.
This is a good start right here.
Those are good chocolate chips. Show them that bag. They can get that at Walmart. Or some Walmarts. Some Walmarts carry the Lilies. Some Walmarts carry the Believe. And they're both keto
Okay.
friendly.
So
Okay, there's a half teaspoon of salt. And then we need a half teaspoon of baking soda. And remember, baking soda is not the same as baking powder. So make sure that it's baking soda in these cookies. And then we're going to put that in there. Then we have to take a whisk. Do you have a whisk?
You can look there. Oh, do you need whisk?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Take a whisk, and you want to mix that salt and baking powder in this flour really good. Let's get it all blended in that. Did I say baking powder? If I did, that was wrong. It's baking soda and salt. Okay. Now, almost done.
Yay.
We're going to start feeding a little bit of this at a time. About half of that. And then we're going to blend it up. I'm going to put the rest of it in here for me. You pour it all in. It's going to look a little dry to you, but you just keep beating it. And it's going to look just like cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough. Now we're going to take the good Lily's chocolate chips.
Yummy.
Now these are milk chocolate chips. Lily's also has semi-sweet, if you prefer that.
No, we
I
want
like
those.
I like the milk chocolate. Now you want to beat this on low.
No.
You're just blending these chocolate chips in. Just makes it easier. And then you'll take a spatula and
So how much of chocolate chip did you put?
I put about a cup and a fourth. It
What
calls
if
for 3/4 of a cup to a cup,
Uh-huh.
but I like a lot of chocolate,
Yeah.
so I always put more.
Mm.
You can do what you prefer. And I have put white chocolate.
White chocolate. Oh.
I get the Believe brand. That's some Walmarts carry Believe, like I told you, Believe. And they have white chocolate chips.
Mm.
And sometimes I'll mix them.
Oh, wow.
You could also add walnuts to your
Walnuts.
cookies,
Oh.
pecans, whatever nuts you like if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Not all kids, my grandkids back in Texas don't like nuts in it. So I just do the chocolate chips.
I mean, if you're going to do it for me, put everything in there.
Yeah.
Not
For
chocolate.
the adults,
Yeah.
for the adults, they like nuts. You know, those that can eat nuts.
Yes.
I really think I'm going to add a few more chocolate
Yes,
chips.
Granny, put some more.
Because we like chocolate. And it just makes it. Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. Yes.
Well, we got to save some for the kids because they wanted to eat just some chocolate chips by themselves. So we'll blend this in. Now, if you have a small cookie scoop, not a big ice cream scoop, but a small cookie scoop, that's what you could put it on in.
It's all right.
Put it on the pan with. But we're gonna use a spoon.
You're doing great, Granny.
We're gonna use a spoon here.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try to make all the cookies the same size. So use something and kind of eyeball what you're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
And then just...
And how many cookies you think we're going to get out of this?
I usually, with my small cookie scoop,
Uh-huh.
I get about 21. It says 20, it says more than that, but I never get what the recipe says. About 21 cookies.
21 cookies. Oh.
Depending on what,
How big do you put them?
yeah. Let's see here. That's about what you want to do. Just
Okay.
try to make them all the same size.
Mhm.
You can usually get 12 on a big cookie. I don't know what size this cookie sheet is. Is it like a 11 by 14 or something?
Something like that. I put the measure in the inbox
Yeah.
box.
And you want to separate them enough. And another thing is when you get these all on the pan,
Make sure you wash your hands.
yeah, yeah, wash your hands before you start.
Before you start.
Do I do? I don't remember how many I do there. But okay, look here. When you get them all on here, you're going to do this. You're going to press down a little bit because when you're cooking with almond flour, it doesn't spread
Okay.
like other flours do.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to give it a start. Don't go all the way down. Just press it down
Okay, very
a
important.
little bit, and it will finish spreading some. It just doesn't spread as much. That's why
Yeah.
you want to.
You're doing great, Granny.
All right. Put 2 pans in at the same time. I don't know why, but that's what I've learned from other people.
So
we'll bake these, and then we will put the other pan in after these bake.
okay.
These only take like 9 minutes. Almond flour cooks fast.
Yeah, and also depend of your oven. If it's
Yeah.
you just need to
You know
be,
your oven,
Yeah, you just need to be
so
watching
you
them.
judge that. I always put my timer less time than what the recipe calls for so I can check it because it may take more time, it may take less time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to ruin your ingredients
No, because
it's kind of pricey. Some of it's pricey.
yeah,
But when you're
it is
eating,
worth it.
when you're eating keto though, you're not buying all the junk food.
Yeah,
You're not buying all
And
the
you're not-
chips and the other candy bars
and then you said you're like you're getting healthier and you're not taking any a lot of medications.
No,
and stuff.
my blood pressure medicine is cut in half now. My mother is a was a type 2 diabetic. My mother's also done this journey with us, and she is now off of all of her diabetic medicine. Her doctor told her that she didn't even show she was a diabetic in her blood work.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's something.
and my mother's, I mean, she's done really well with a lot of her health. Is a lot better. And you just got to stick to it. It's be prepared. Fix your meals. On the weekend, I fix my husband's lunch on the weekend for that week. And we always have food in the house we can eat.
Yeah. I think it's one of the tips that you will give to the people, that if you want to start something new like keto, you have to get rid of all the junk.
I've gave away a lot of stuff. I didn't want to throw the food away. So people that don't want to eat keto, I didn't want it to go to waste. So I gave the food away to those that needed it.
Yeah, you can give it to Salvation Army or
and
the food store. Oh no, what's the store? Food
pantry.
Food pantry.
In any place, you know, just donate the food. But keep the food that you can eat in the house. I clean houses through the week. And so I always have snacks. I have keto stuff I can eat in between me working. And it is fun. It's really fun to learn how to cook keto and come up with your own recipes.
Yep.
And here's the cookies ready to go in the oven. Don't they look good?
Yeah, I'm ready to eat them.
We'll have to show you what they look like when they come out.
All right, let's put it in there.
Let's see. There they go.
So we're gonna put it for.
I'm not sure, but I think it said 9 to 11 minutes.
So you wanna put it like 10?
Well, no, put it at 9.
9 minutes, and then we check
at it. Yeah.
All right. It's been 17 minutes, and now we're gonna take our cookies out. And at the beginning of the video, we said that it's gonna take like 9 to 10 minutes, but because all the ovens are different, my oven took 17 minutes. So you have to check your oven and just every 5 minutes check the cookies.
Well, after the first 9 minutes, then check it about every 3 minutes, or you know your oven, so
yeah.
You don't want them to get real brown on top. They're going to finish cooking on the tray for just a little bit. Leave them on the tray for about 3 or 4 minutes or 5 minutes so they can firm up a little bit. And then transfer them to a cookie sheet or a cookie cooling rack. And then once they're cooled, if there's any left, you can put them in a container.
Let's see one more time. And here in a second, we're gonna bring the experts to see if these cookies are good. You know who they are?
That'll be Nathan and Grace.
Yeah, let's bring them here. But after how many minutes? We're gonna have to wait 2 minutes.
About 5 minutes.
All right. Well, see you in 5 minutes. All right. This
Now,
is.
hold it carefully.
So the little ones are gonna tell us
Is
if
that
the
too hot?
cookies are good.
It's a little warm. Hold it carefully. Okay, look at Mommy.
Right here.
Tell Mommy if it's good.
Are they good? Granny.
Did Granny do a good job?
Yummy.
Well, they must be good. Nathan's eating. Look at Mama. Show Mama how good they are.
Good. Yummy, yummy. All right, let me try one.
Okay, Sandra's gonna try the cookies now.
All right. You ready? Am I ready? Let's see.
Yeah.
This is warm.
With a little almond milk.
I'm melting.
Mm.
My goodness, I do recommend this to do it.
They are soft cookies.
Mm.
You know, they're gonna be soft, but they're so
my goodness.
good.
I can't stop eating. They're so good. Thank you once again for watching the whole video. I want to give thanks to my mother-in-law for coming to help me and making these delicious cookies. They're not gonna last, Granny. They're not gonna last because they're so good. And I think I'm gonna eat most of them. So, well, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, to share this video, and to like it, and to to spread this word about keto because it's super healthy and it's helping a lot of people.
Thank you.
Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.